Yes. I want that. Oh, I need that. Gots to have that. It's mine. I love my things. Yes.
So if the people he prefer, we're using the logic of the believer, because God would prefer his believers. But if his believers can't get the job done, then according to your belief, then God would use the devil. God would use the unbeliever in order to get the job done. He has that kind of power. Because clearly y'all not getting the job done. I know they're getting angry. They angry and upset with Angelsnupnup7. And I don't give a damn. I could care less. I could care less if your feelings hurt. It's your fault. So here I am. I'm a non-believer. Why am I a non-believer? I was a Christian at one time. I was Baptist. I was a Muslim at one time. But now I'm a non-believer. What happened? You say that nothing happens without God's permission. And God uses whom he pleases. That's what you say you believe. So I'm telling you, the reason why you are under the sound of my voice is because God did it. Don't blame Angelsnupnup7. You got to blame God, because you say that nothing comes into existence without God's permission. And God uses whom he pleases. So God took somebody who was a Muslim and a Christian, put me in a bad place, and it destroyed. That bad place destroyed the religious essence in me. I got a job for you. What is your job, Angelsnupnup7? I'm going to use Angelsnupnup7. I'm going to use Angelsnupnup7 to call out my believers and tell them through you that my believers, y'all are failures. Ooh, I know you don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear that. Why you think after 100 channels destroyed? Why do you think after 6 or 7 Facebook channels destroyed? Why do you think the people keep raising me back up? I would say that it's the people, but it's God that want my voice out here to tell you you a damn failure. Hebrew Israelites, you're a failure. Black Muslims, you're a failure. Pan Africans, you Comedics, you're a failure. Nation of Islam, you're a failure. You are all failures. All you pro-blackity black failures. You're a failure. God is disappointed. And you think you got it going on. You think because you are a child of God, what is that thing they call when you play favoritism and you hire your own people for the job, and there might be somebody else qualified to do the job? You hire your relatives, and what is that word? My people tell me what that word is. What is that word, Instagram? When you hire your own people, you play favoritism with your relatives. Because you think because you're a child of God, God is going to play favorites and you're not getting the job done. What is that word? I can't think of that word. When you hire your own people, your relatives for a job, I forgot what it's called. And your friends and family. I forgot what the word is. Don't you think after 2,000 years? Yeah, there's a word for it, Sister Tangi. I forgot what it's a word when you favor your friends and relatives over other people when it comes to hiring or whatever. There's a word for that. Somebody's gonna think of it. But just because you're a child of God, you think you better than Angelsnupnup7? You think you're a better teacher? You think you're a better preacher than Angelsnupnup7? But you're a failure. No, it's not favoritism. It's not favoritism either. It's a word for it. I can't think of it right now. I know my old high school, they were hiring, the big wigs was hiring their relatives and friends for positions. And those people didn't qualify for those positions. And my school don't exist no more because of what they did. There's a hospital in St. Louis. I think it was Homer Phillips. Because of, and what is that word? They was hiring their family and friends. And their family and friends wasn't qualified for those positions. And the hospital went bust. The only black hospital in the city of St. Louis, and it went bust. But you think because you believe in God, you have more wisdom than Angelsnupnup7. You smarter, better. But you have failed in your assignment. You have not brought the kingdom of heaven on earth. You do not make God look good. Yeah, that's it. I knew somebody was gonna bring it. The word, Sister Tangi, is nepotism. It's nepotism. When you hire your family and friends, you play favoritism over other people. Yeah, nepotism. That's the word. See, my people. See, that's why it's wonderful to have more than one brain that's leading the group. Our situation is going to take brains power, plural, because I don't know it all. I knew the word, but I just couldn't think of it. I'm like, wow, what is that word? It's nepotism. That's the word. I'm going to keep that on the screen. Nepotism. Deacon of Reality said mellow is our brain. Yeah, that's it. Nepotism. That's it. If you are smarter and you're greater because you are believing in God and a child of God than Angelsnupnup7, after 1,000 years, after 100 years, you have nothing. Angelsnupnup7 don't have nothing, and you don't have nothing either. But you're better and you're greater. It's thousands and millions of you, and you have accomplished nothing. So I'm telling you that your God, the Hebrew Israelite God, the Kemetic God, the Black Muslim God, whatever your God is, I'm telling you that your God raised Angelsnupnup7 to call you out on your failure. That's what I'm saying. Because you say that you believe nothing happens without God's permission, and God uses whom he pleases. So God is using me to call you out, straighten your ass up, or ship out. That's what I'm saying. You have failed God, regardless to what the God is. Christian God, Muslim God, whatever it is. You have failed your God. Thousands of you can't get nothing together, you incompetent ass. Because you're a bunch of zombies and robots. God gave you a brain and you don't use it. You want God to do everything for you. You want the divine people to do all the work and do all the thinking. What the hell you have a brain for? Bunch of zombies, robots. I refuse, and that is not acceptable here. That's why when I ask my audience, what the hell is that word? They're going to bring it to me sooner or later. Because we work together as a team. There is no divine nothing here. There is no special nothing here. My success is our success. It's all of us. Not going to have it no other way. Nepotism. Now, nothing appears before its time. Why was somebody like me around in the 1960s? Why wasn't somebody like me around in the 1950s? It wasn't. You're welcome, Josiah. Because it wasn't time. Now, when Angelsnupnup7 is raised from the dirt, you've had hundreds of years. You've had 1,000 years to get your act together. And you continue to fail God. You can't do the job. You can't get the job done. A baby, when that baby develops properly, is born on time. When the 9th month roll around, it's time for baby to come. Ready or not, here I come. Angelsnupnup7, I've been around for a little while. It wasn't time. I was a Muslim. I was a Christian. I was incarcerated. It wasn't time. But now it's time. Because either you're going to be born or you're going to die. You're going to be a stillborn. This humanity. This people that was enslaved for over 400 years. It's time to get your act together, go extinct, or you take your happy ass right back to the slave plantation where you probably would do much better. We didn't have a whole lot of problems on the slave plantation. It's time. You have failed. Let me put this in the chat room. Join the conversation and prove to me that you're a liar. You cannot call me a liar because we're living in what you have produced. After 100 years of pro-blackity black, look where we at. Where things take time. That's everybody's excuse. God understands that. Angelsnupnup7 understand that. Things take time.